අපි sannivedana සහ භාෂාවේ වැඩි පහසුව දෙසා මම ඉංග්‍රීසි මාධ්‍යයෙන් එතුමියට ඒක පැහැදිලි කරන්න කැමතියි. Can you tell me about your background, little bit about your background as a person who is going through the similar experience and also as an entrepreneur? How you see the people with neurodivergence and what makes you different to accept them into your context?
First of all, thank you for having me here. It's actually a big opportunity to speak about my personal experience. I was thinking, how am I going to approach this conversation in front of so many people? But I think the best is to bring my personal experience, being a neurodivergent person myself. So I run a business in digital marketing, and I have 3 other businesses as well. And I was dealing with something when I was around 8 years old, and I didn't have an answer to what I was going through. All I knew was I was struggling with my day-to-day life in school, whether at home, and I didn't know how to explain it to people. And luckily, my family was very supportive to identify and acknowledge that I was going through something and I needed help. I was taken to several experts, several hospitals, several doctors, and I didn't have a name to what I was going through. A lot of misdiagnoses, a lot of mistreatments, which just made me worse in terms of physical health, in terms of mental health. It took me another 6 to 7 years to finally get a diagnosis, which is not autism, but it is Tourette syndrome, which is also a neurodivergent condition. Something a lot of Sri Lankans still don't know about, and I still have struggled explaining, okay, this is what it is. So that experience with growing up with a neurodiverse condition made me think, okay, in schools I was sidelined, I was cornered, I was bullied, I didn't have friends. And teachers also put me through a lot of ordeal because they also thought I needed psychological help. But it was just that I was going through so much within that I didn't know how to be in a setting that was like a one-size-fits-all. And then when it came to my career, I couldn't stick to that 9 to 5. Well, I tried it. I just couldn't. It was very difficult for me to operate in the same way as everyone is expected to. And then I had to start something on my own within what was comfortable for me with my own work hours. And that's how I slowly started my business. And one thing I had in mind was, if I am going through something, if I have my own way of working, it's not just me, there are more other people who also are going through something. And the first thing was to listen to them, ask them questions, listen to them, give them the space to share, okay, this is what I'm going through, this is what I need in a workplace, I cannot work this way. So first step was listening to what they wanted, what they are going through, and seeing if they also have a condition where they cannot work in the same way as the others. So that's how I came about to, having more inclusivity in my workspace.